burden is lifted, and every yoke on my neck is broken. Open your mouth and begin to decree it. Begin to decree it. Begin to decree it. Decree it, decree it, decree it, decree it. Kabashakatabaya gadabada. Yes, it's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Yes, it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away off his shoulder and his yoke off his neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of anointing. So fire, let it break, let it break, let it break, let it break. Now, 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 now. Rashakatayada, Zekotoba Shakataba, Reketaba Igarabasaga. It's broken, it's broken. There will be no yoke left in my lineage. What is the yoke on your neck? What is that thing that is making you uncomfortable in your life? When you remember your father's house, you just sigh. When you remember your brothers and sisters, you just say, I wish. Anytime you remember how your mother died, you just sigh. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. Don't keep quiet. If you don't break it, it's coming after you. If you don't break it, it's coming after you. What is that thing? When you remember concerning your father, your dad, you just sigh. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. What is that thing? When you remember concerning your brother, concerning your sister, you wish it never happened. You wish it never took place. And you say, I wish. What is that thing that made you to cry? What is that thing that made you to shed tears? It's a yoke. Don't ignore it. Don't say it was then. Don't say it is gone. It has to be broken. It has to be destroyed. That is it. Begin to pray. That yoke is broken. It's broken. Every neck, every yoke on my shoulder, every yoke. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Rakotoba shagarabalagara. Lendele inanaha. Lena inanaha. Eba sokataba ida gadaga. Zokete shakadaba. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Let the yoke break now. It's broken, it's broken, it's broken, it's broken, it's broken. What is causing delay in marriage? Promise and fail. There are men and women, give them 1 billion naira. In the next 5 years, they'll be begging. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. How many businesses have you started? Are they still standing? It's a yoke. It's a yoke. Why is your dad in a beer parlor? It's a yoke. Yes, it's a yoke. Yes. Why did your mom marry and remarried? It's a yoke. It's a yoke. Why is your family scattered? It's a yoke. It's a yoke. I tell you, it's a yoke. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. What is that problem that is making everybody in the family to beg? It's a yoke. It must be broken. It must be broken. Yes, it must be broken. Why are your sisters out of marriage? Why are they out of marriage? It's a yoke. A yoke that must be broken. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. It must be broken. It must. Marry and remarry is a yoke. It's a yoke. Yoke of drunkenness is a yoke. That yoke must be broken. I'm telling you, there is no yoke that will be left behind today. Every yoke must be broken. In your father's house, in your mother's kitchen, is a yoke. Is a yoke. A yoke that must be broken. There is a yoke that must be broken. Is a yoke that must be broken. There's 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 a yoke that must be broken. Yes, 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 yes. 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 Listen. When what stopped your father is stopping you, that tells you that is a yoke. There are men and women. In short, the time and the life of their fathers are even better than theirs. Listen, it is not a problem of 21st century. It's a problem of yoke.